What's going on? Welcome to Reading Between the Wines. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. I appreciate that. So, we are going to go ahead and get started. Welcome to Reading Between the Wines. Tonight is a very special show tonight because I have my friend coming, Miss Valine Jackson's coming in. She's going to be speaking about her new book, Thin Ice 2. And I am sampling a very special wine tonight. My favorite, Mary J. Blige's Sun Goddess, Pinot Grigio Ramato. So, still on the Mary kick, celebrating Mary's birthday, which was yesterday. And, me being, a Mary J. Blige fan, I am sampling Sun Goddess wine tonight. So, we just still rocking and rolling. Can't wait to, Mary come out with her new album, Good Morning Gorgeous, which will be coming out next month. So, in a couple weeks, we're going to get some new Mary music, which is good. Super Bowl about to come up too. So, Sun Goddess all day. Raise your glasses up. Shout out to the Queen of Hip Hop Soul, Mary J. Blige. So yeah, we're gonna speak to Miss Pauline Jackson and have a great show tonight. Reading Between the Wines, first show of the new year. This too, of everything that we got going on. I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who supports and the rock. I appreciate y'all. What's going on, Honestly Vegan? I see you out there on TikTok. So I want to get into the song of the day. So 2022 is proven to be great so far. Love is in the air, at least over here in this direction. So, song of the day by Olita Adams. This was dedicated to me today, so I feel real special about this. But Get Here, released in 1990 off of the Circle of One album. So, you know, whatever the case may be, whatever we gonna do, I'm gonna get there. Definitely gonna get there. So, song of the day, Olita Adams, Get Here, 1990. Now, when I was growing up, I always thought that Regina Belle sung that song. So when I had the lyrics presented to me today, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that song. I know that that's Regina Belle. So I went to go typing in, and Regina Belle did not sing that song. So Alita Adams. So there you go. Song of the day. Get Here. I want to say what's up to everybody out there who supports on Facebook, Instagram people, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, whatever room you're in. Do me a favor, tag your friends, let them know what's going on inside of Reading Between the Wines tonight. We're going to have a great show tonight. And I want to say what's up to Nini. Thank you so much for your love and support. Jason T. Davis, thank you all the way from California. Shows love and support, almost every single night. So I appreciate you for that. Ebonique, thank you. Switch Thrift Clothing Company. Nordia from Shea of Heaven. Recording artist Donna Allen, thank you for coming through. Mr. Trenton, New Jersey, thank you, Farrell Higginbotham, for coming on through. Um, King Diva Lash Bar, Silver Cube, Sophie Davis, all the way from the UK, and Leah Abraham. I can't wait to speak to you this week. We're going to have some great conversation. I know we're going to have a great time. So thank you all so much to people who support. I appreciate you so much. So last night, I asked a simple question right before I went off, and I know it's a rough one. It's an interesting one. I'm not saying it's a rough one, but when it comes to soul ties versus soul mates, anybody out there ever experience anything of the two? And anyone who has experience with soul ties versus soulmates, let me know. Fill me in a little bit. Drop it in the comments, DM me, let me know whatever, and I'll bring it back to everybody later. So, soul ties versus soulmates. Have you experienced any of the one, two of any sorts? What I was told, and I could be wrong, but this is just me speaking from my, experience that was, given to me. Soul ties is something that is not, um, I guess, I want to say natural, if that makes sense. It's something that might have been forced through having some sexual interaction with somebody, and you probably were forcing it. And due to that, you two have become tied, and hopefully it's a good one. Because if it's not, you're going to get their baggage, they're going to get your baggage, you're going to get their energies, and y'all just exchanging energies back and forth. And hopefully, you got some good things going on. Otherwise, you're going to be tied to something and it could really take you for a loop. Then, on the other hand, you got your soulmates that's destined by fate, whatever it is. You two connect together. You're meant for this person. This person's meant for you. And y'all come together and you just link, and it's a beautiful situation. That's my definition of it. However, I know there's so many other, variations out there. So if you're out there and you know something about soul ties versus soulmates and any type of personal experiences that you have had with this, let me know. But I will tell you that I have seen some people who have issues when it comes to soul ties, and it may have not necessarily been a sexual situation. You could have some soul ties with people from a friendship level. And with that, from my experience, what I saw, you got to be very careful about exchanging some type of energies with people, because you never know what people are bringing, what baggage they're bringing, what things they're doing, what they got going on. So be very careful about attaching yourself. And yeah, it's real. At least from what I've seen, it's real. And that tie get you so wrapped up, and you start to lose your mind and start to do some things, go some places that you've never done before, and your whole world can just go into a tailspin. So I don't know. Soul ties versus soulmates. Anybody have any experience with that? Let me know what's up. So we have very special guest, Miss Pauline Jackson, coming in tonight. And I also want to say, if anybody out there is looking for It's All in the Cards with Kathy, she will not be on tonight. She had some business to take care of, so she will not be here tonight. We'll see her next week. So, in the meantime, let's go ahead and reach out to my special guest, Miss Pauline Jackson. See what she got going on. Y'all starting off.
I was like, let me go, because I already know.
I said, what? Mm, what's going on?
Oh, Lord. Hey.
Is it? It's not bedtime yet, huh?
Uh, Count it down. I want to go.
So what's going on with you?
Um, what? What? You know what? The funny part is, some days I do so much that I really be forgetting what day of the week it is. Like, I just be real confused sometimes. I be trying to process. I just be trying to process what be going on in the moment. Like, what am I doing? I have to ask myself.
Well, it is Wednesday. It's Wind Down Wednesday. Reading between the lines.
It is. Yes, yes, yes.
And
I ain't got no winder.
I do. I got some Sun Goddess wine. I only had a couple sips though. I'm starting to feel a
I
little
don't want to hear
tipsy.
about it.
I only had a
I'll
couple
just drink
sips.
some vodka instead. It's okay.
I almost put the vodka like that.
You know, the older that I'm getting, it's really sad. I don't know if it's because I work so much or because I'm a mom or because I'm just getting old. I do. I don't drink like I used to.
Nah, I mean I drink for um the show here, but other than that, throughout the week, I really don't engage too much.
Now I can get real bad. On a stressful day that instead of me slapping somebody, I just drink.
You said instead of slapping somebody, you'll do what?
Drink.
No, that ain't good.
Yes. Instead of me cussing you out or, taking it there like I possibly could, I just like, you know what? I'm just going to grab me a glass and just calm my nerves.
But what if you somebody who's just real angry and you just want to cuss out everybody? So that means you're just gonna be drinking all day?
No, I'm learning. I'm a what is a passive aggressive person to the fact of what I'm gonna let you have your little moment, your little food around moment that obviously I'm guessing that you need. So I'm just gonna leave. And for some reason, I also learned that pisses a lot of people off because some people they be want a reaction, and that is not gonna give you one, especially if it's something just like you doing the most and you want me to respond. I'll let you argue with yourself. That's what I'm going to do. And some people don't like it. They get more offended by you not saying nothing than you saying something.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. I know. I learned that a long time ago. Best way to get back at somebody is to zip it, keep it quiet, and watch them act a fool. I used to be the one who would act a fool too when people would give me the silent treatment. It works. It works for real.
You know what?
When you going back and forth with somebody and all of a sudden they shut their mouth or they give you the silent treatment. I used to be the one on the other end that would get crazy in my mind because you ain't engaging back and forth with me. Yeah, so it's real. It's real. I understand. So now, I know you love this question that I ask you all the time when you come on here, but we got to let the people know. So where are you calling from?
I think you can say it. I'm gonna say it without being funny.
I can't with you.
All right. I'm from Birmingham, Alabama, the dirty South.
That's what's up. You're embracing it a little more. Last time you struggled a little bit.
It's okay because I keep hearing of course, and then Black History Month is next month, so in Birmingham, a lot of stuff happens, so they at least know for this.
So, are you planning on staying there, or you are looking to migrate somewhere else?
See, I wanted to do that before my daughter was born. I had the mindset I want to move to Georgia. But I realized that what I decided to do was to find my home in Alabama and just travel. Because of looking at other states and kind of realizing everybody's constitution and laws are different compared by different states. And I think I went to one state and what flies in Alabama does not fly there. And I just was like, I don't like it because I might move somewhere and then I was used to doing it here, but y'all don't do it there. And, it's stuff like that that had me thinking. So I just like, what I'll do is I'll get home in Alabama and I'll just travel. And then I like stability. So I don't want to be moving all over the place.
I think we're going to see more of that from state to state and area to area, people doing their own different things. So brace yourself, get ready for that because that's coming. It's already here.
Oh, that's true.
It's already here with some of these mask mandates and all this other stuff. So you have a new book.
Yeah.
Love on Thin Ice 2. So when was this book released?
Exposed.
Oh, Love on Thin Ice 2 Exposed. Okay. So when was this released?
I did something crazy. I released it 2 days after Thanksgiving. Because at first, I was sitting here like, when did I, you know what? Because I made a YouTube video about it. Because, of course, I also have a YouTube channel. See, that's why I be doing so much that I be is what I doing sometimes or what I'm supposed to do. But I made a YouTube video about it of how I did this crazy thing and released a freaking book 2 days after Thanksgiving. So that would mean that during Thanksgiving I probably was working.
How long did it take you to write the book?
Another cool fact. I dead ass have no. That's the cool thing about being self-published and being the owner of your own company. You get to run shit how you want to, first off. Second of all, I literally released this book almost 8 months from the original release date that I released Love on Thin Ice. Completely unplanned. It's just the fact of, okay, well, I'm done writing, done with the edit, got the cover done. So I'm looking at months, and it's just like, boom, you know what? I want to, before the end of the year, I want to do November. I don't want to do December because for me, I probably, I want to keep December special. So I'm not going to do December. And I just chose the 27th because that's like a special number for me. And I looked at my dates from Level Thin Ice, and I was like, yo, how did that's crazy. I literally wrote a book in 8 months. That's like probably 54,000 words in 8 months.
Do you feel that there's pressure on you to keep putting out books? Because that's one thing that I've heard that some authors go through. They struggle with knowing how to turn it on and turn it off when it comes to the content that they want to produce.
I don't struggle. I don't feel like any pressure. It's just, I feel like I don't want to step on a toes, and I'm not trying to. It's just my preference. I feel as though with a traditional publisher, you have that pressure to basically release when they say and basically abiding by your contract or whatever have you or whatever you agree to. Whereas that does not apply to me. So it's like I have this publishing freedom to just let it just flow. And that's what I do. I just let it flow. And I have this balance that the only pressure I have is, it's not even pressure. I'm lying. That's not pressure because I am an adult urban fiction author and a children's book author. Those are two different jobs. So I never want to release them at the same time. So, like, for example, recently I released, I think in September, I released Adventures with Lyra Presents Learning with a Trace, which is a children's activity book. And then 2 months later, then came Love on Thin Ice 2 Exposed. You know what I'm saying? So there was no pressure. It just was the fact of, let's space this out because even though there are two different genres, I'm the one that's still my name and I'm still promoting the country.
No, I hear you. I want to say what's up to Mr. Alex out there, all the way from Puerto Rico. So,
Puerto Rico?
Yes, we got Mr. I don't know if he's still out there, Mr. Coquito from PR.
Hey, Mr. PR, I wanted to go over there one day, but not now.
I was about to say you got kind of excited.
Not now, though. Not now.
So, Love on Thin Ice, the first one. Give us a little background about that book.
So, again, I think, okay, that was before. This is the pre-part. So, Love on Thin Ice, when it comes out to the Love on Thin Ice series, like I told you earlier, Love on Thin Ice part 1 is like, whoa, wait a minute, this is my turn. No, don't do this. It's like basically we went shopping for the ingredients to make our meal. Okay. And in part 1, what happens is basically, we get introduced to our characters, kind of a little bit of their background, but not a lot, just a little splash, introduce who they are. And we quickly find out that, damn, these people got problems. And then we meet Nova, we meet Beyonce, and then we meet Ginger, and we're like, oh, that bitch there? She's my French. She's crazy. Like, crazy. She's what you call the baby mama from hell. Okay? Nova, you're a little naive. You know what I'm saying? You're a good guy who out here in a bad situation. That's what's being perceived. Right?
I think it's funny how you say, they got problems, but in reality, everybody got problems. The the situation is just how well you sit down here covering it up, for the world. But probably some of the same stuff that you're writing in these books here is the same stuff that everyday people are going through.
I literally just told my mother the other day, I feel like everybody has mental issues because at some point in life you go through something that you just don't know how to deal with, but you push through, and that's fine. I feel like mental issues only become a problem when they start to spill over into other people's lives, and that's unfair. That's when I feel like that's wrong. For example, if you say, "Oh well, I was bullied as a child." Okay, I respect that. So you have maybe trust issues and you're maybe a little bit more reserved to yourself. Understandable. But then you also might have a person that was bullied and then you start bullying people. Like, okay, now.
Yeah, that's true.
That's all right. Everybody go through something. We all have problems, but deal with it. Don't start suspecting it to other people because you say, oh, well, I did get bullied, so I have the right to know. You don't. No. No.
So now, the nice two exposed. Where we at with that one?
You got this little sinister grin on my face because I can't. I'm not saying I don't have favorites because all my books are my babies, of course. And children you don't have favorites, and I don't have favorites. But Love on the Night to Exposed. Literally, that word, I chose that word because the old school phrase of what's done in the dark will come to light. And in Love on the Night to Exposed, what was done in the dark that you had questions in book one was like, okay, so why does Keontae keep going back to this crazy woman? Why is Noble so naive? Why Keontae doing this to these women? Like, what Harvey got to do with this? What Jenny got to do with this? Like, Omar, like, make it make sense. Like, who got shot? Like, why would shoot people? Like, isn't this a book about love? Like, what is going on? Make it make sense for me. So, literally, book two is literally making book one make a little bit more sense and saying, oh, reconnecting the dots is okay. But that still is no excuse to why these bitches feel crazy. Like, it's literally a logo.
So, give me some examples without telling too much of something that might have happened in a book. Because I know how you are. You don't want to. I know how you do.
Okay, I got one for you.
Okay.
So, chapter 13. For those that I really feel where this comes from, chapter 13, basically, Ginger is coming from, I'm not going to say who she's coming, y'all can say that for you still. Ginger is coming from somebody's house. Let's just put it like that. Then when she gets home, somebody is in her bed. Instead of waking them up and taking a shower like she needs to wash off so she finishes going, she stopped, and picked up somebody's phone and was like, I'm going to go through this phone just because I want to see what's going on. And they proceed to start going through their phone, but you got an iPhone, you got a dick, and she only got so many tries. And after about maybe her fifth attempt, she got it right? And what she does is she deletes a couple messages, denies phone calls, clear call logs, stuff of that nature, and then wakes a person up and get into a little altercation with them. Basically, then throw stuff in the mirror that causes the glass to shatter, and she takes the glass and start cutting herself, and then say, it was you. What?
I can't believe it.
You got issues, ma'am.
I can't believe it.
Ma'am, you got issues. Because I was asleep in my bed. I was asleep. And you went through my phone while I was asleep, and now you mad. And you ain't just throwing shit and breaking shit, cutting yourself and saying I did. You got issues. You crazy.
I just want to tell you that there is help for people out there like that. I just want to say it. And no, it's so true, though. It's so true. So,
the the funny part is though, it's people out here that does things like that, but think there's nothing wrong with it because they believe you made me do this, or because I did find this, it's your fault.
yeah. I totally agree with everything that you said because it's a part of a lack of understanding
Yes.
and a lack of knowing who self is. Because when you know who self is, you don't have time to be going through people's cell phones and this and that and next the other. When you are insecure, when you don't know who you are, that's when some of those things will pop up. Now, having said that, it is what it is. But
Hmm.
I'm a firm believer of some of those things probably should have never been there in the first place.
Hmm.
So now, even though that homegirl acted a fool, did what she did, threw stuff here, there, the other, you got to turn and look at him and be like, but what was it there for? You know who you're dealing with. You know if the person is going to be going a little bit to the left, going a little bit to the right. So you just want to go ahead and play Russian roulette. And it is what it is. So honestly, I don't feel sorry for neither one of them.
See, my question is like I've been asking people, I ask this on my blogs when I'm in my offices. When it comes to love, who will you go through the most hell for? And there are certain situations where there are people that you're willing to go through hell for.
Nobody. I'm not going to hell for nobody. I mean, I've been there before. I
Me,
want
I
to.
would.
You would?
If it involves my child, I'm going to hell for
Oh
you,
well,
and that's on me.
that's. I thought you meant like a
No, no, it's too
romantic
late.
type thing. Romantic type thing. I thought
No,
that that's.
not romantically, but as far as a child is involved, and literally, it's not even spilling the tea. It's like if you read part one, you know that there's a child involved, and so basically, Keontae, I'm gonna tell y'all whatever. He's a part of one reason why he's there, and you get to determine whether that's one reason or there's other reasons. Once you read the book, it's for his daughter.
Hmm. Gotcha. Okay.
And when you actually read it, you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Now I'll go to hell to take my time. Will it be easy? Hell no. But
So, where does all of this take place at? What area? Are we in ATL? Are we
Georgia,
at...
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Georgia.
All right.
We're
And
still in the South with it. We're still in the South with it.
the characters' names again?
There's Noah, Keontae, Ginger, Harvin, Omar. Those are I would say the top characters.
And what does Noah do?
You feel it now?
What's that?
What you say?
I said, so what does Noah do? What's his makeup?
Oh, Nova. She's
Oh,
a
Nova.
pharmacy tech.
Nova. Okay. I thought you said
Yeah.
no. I thought you said Noah. Nova. Okay. Pharmacy tech. Okay.
Yeah.
And then
Nova's a pharmacy tech.
go down the list of all of the characters and let us know what they do.
So you get into other stuff, but that's fine. I like it. So, you know what you're doing. So you
I'm not trying to. I'm trying to keep
listen.
people
When
engaged.
y'all, it's okay. I know how you work. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. Listen, y'all. Him is different story. But anyway, once you read the series and once book three drops this year, you're gonna be like, okay, you know what, the day I listened to that podcast, I know what she's talking about. Anyway, so Nova is a pharmacy technician. Let's just say Keontae's in between work and he's aspiring to basically get his feet back on the ground from what basically Ginger's touching him. Ginger is actually a dentist. Omar is a firefighter. And Harvin is a Lyft driver. Now he's a Lyft driver.
Gotcha. Oh, you doing it up in this book here. So now, you said part 3 is coming soon?
Part 3 is called Love on Thin Ice 3, Healing. Because, and I chose the word healing because of the fact of sometimes once you are in a situation and then the truth comes to the light, you have to then determine how you're going to actually heal. Or if you're going to heal at all.
Right. Now, is there more that's going to come after this?
See.
Yeah.
I don't know, because like for me, I have so many levels to me. I have the journalist side of me, I have the author side of me, I have the business side of me, marketing, entrepreneur, and sometimes I overthink things, but it's like, it doesn't matter what career field you are in. As a people, our attention span is small. And if you're an avid reader, that's cool, but even most avid readers do not want to sit down and read 150,000 words in one speech or within a time frame. Even I probably find that boring, no matter how good a story may be. So most people, realistically, most of the time, that is sometimes how a part 3, 4, and 5 are made, because we know or realize nobody wants to sit down and read 200,000 words. If you do, hey, kudos. Me, I will never give you a 200,000 word book unless somebody's listening that they want to work for me in a textbook company. That's the only time I would give you more than 200,000 words. As far as entertainment wise and urban fiction, no.
Okay. All right, so I guess we will wait and see.
Well, wait and see. You know, I'm a little spicy sometimes. I might pop out the box for you.
So, what else is coming out for you for this year? You know, this year's just started, so what things you got coming?
The year just started, but I promise you, I am on the ground. I'm on the ground running. Literally, at the end of 2021, I actually hired my first person. Well, rewind, because I don't know if I told you last time I talked to you, but in the year 2021, I did establish my company. I finally have my own publishing company.
I saw that.
VX Publishing LLC.
Yeah, I saw that. Congratulations on that.
Thank you. So now I'm literally publishing my own book under my own company, which I think is pretty cool. However, it's not going to actually be used. It's going to be used in a different route. I'm not signing other authors. Not doing that. But outside of that, towards the end, I hired my first person and my marketing coordinator. He's pretty cool. And then in 2021, I also launched my podcast called Let Your Skills, which is basically what's created for authors, Black authors, to tell their spiel on their latest releases and what's to come, and kind of basically let readers and listeners know how they got to where they are, as far as basically their career and the book of why they chose to write it. Because I feel as though as authors, we don't get a chance a lot of times to talk about how we got to produce that book. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I hear
People are just, go ahead.
No, I hear you. I understand.
People aren't just, they get to read and say, oh, well, he talked about this in this book and da. But you don't know what led him to write it. So I want authors to have that platform. Okay, and so in the year 2022, in 2021, I kind of had a pause on it because, of course, the world was super crazy. But in 2022, we are back in full speed. I actually have my first episode that airs tomorrow at 8 p.m. And then outside of that, I'm releasing a couple of more children's books this year. Releasing Love Within Like 3 Feelings. And my goal is to also, if most people might not know this, I have a book series called Hustler from Conception that I am basically redoing, but it will be under my own company.
Oh, because
with new covers and better content.
Oh, okay, because it was so this will be like a second edition or something like that.
Yes.
Okay. So now I have a question. I know I asked this before. So you do the children's books because I know you brought that up, and then we have stuff like Love on Thin Ice.
Mm-hmm.
So when people are searching through and purchasing books, do you get concerned like someone who's searching for a children's book and they go through Valine Jackson and then all of a sudden Love on Thin Ice pops out?
Do I be concerned?
Yeah, like that the two might get meshed or people might, think of you a certain way or be thrown back.
No. Again, I made a YouTube video about that too. Because, some of this stuff, like, I have to kind of, I wouldn't say have to address, but I feel it needs to be addressed because a lot of the world place a lot of boxes around things based on how they should be. Mm-hmm. And to use my French, but I call bullshit. To be hypocritical to say of the fact that, oh, you are a children's book author and an adult book author, that's weird. Like, why would you do that? Okay, if you have kids, right? You have sex to make that child correct.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's an adult action for the most part, right? It's supposed to be. Mm-hmm. Okay, so like I find it hypocritical to say why not? Like why would that be a problem? If you have children and you're searching for a children's book, I write a children's book and you listen to my children's book. If you do not have kids and you want a urban fiction book, I have urban fiction books. It depends on what you're looking for. If you're looking for an urban fiction book and my children's book pops up and you're offended, like why would you be offended? Oh, I don't have kids and she writes children's books.
I wouldn't think that it would be that. I wouldn't think that it would be that way. I think it most certainly would be the other way around now. People searching for children's books, and all of a sudden the adult book pop up. I think those.
I see it as a window.
No, I mean
it's probably weird, but I see it as a win. I know some people might not see it like that, but for me, I see it as a win because if you are a parent and you're like, okay, well, I need this book about colors. Okay, cool, boom, go check out. If this is what Leah presents, Colors at First Sight. That's a children's book that has colors in it, teach children to explore stuff. You type it in and it's just like, hold on, wait. She write adult books. You know what? I needed something to read too. So while they in there reading, I could be reading and we both reading the book.
Yeah. I like that.
That's how I see it.
Yeah, I like that. So now is Colors at First Sight still going strong? Because I know that was real big.
It is. Mm-hmm. I'm excited. I literally probably I think I have a book fair coming up soon with that, and I'm on the road to 100 5-star reviews. Well, almost at 100. I'm at about 63.
Okay.
And literally, I think I've touched in Australia, a little bit of Africa, Canada. If I'm thinking your country, I'm so sorry. No, don't hold it to my heart. Hold it to my mind, not my heart.
Yes.
It's just been there. I don't know. Like it's doing really good.
Good. Yeah, that was a real. I like the whole package and the concept, so that's really good. So,
thank you.
You got a lot going on. You got this podcast. You got the new book. You got some great things coming up in the future. So you can, at this point, let everyone know where they can follow you at. I know you're on Instagram. Definitely know you're big on Twitter as well. So let everyone know where they can follow you at and all that great stuff and your podcast, and the whole nine.
Listen, y'all. He said I'm big on Twitter. First of all, sometimes I be going in.
I know you do. That's why I said it.
I know. So I was like, that's why you said it. And I'm going in tonight because Clippers come on tonight, so I'm gonna go in again. But literally, you can follow me on social media on all platforms. Yo, you been doing good. You want to slide? Okay. All social media platforms at Author Valine J on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, Anchor FM, Apple Podcasts, Apple Books, Google Books.
Wherever you get your podcast.
Pinterest. Wherever you get your podcast, wherever you buy books, wherever you do social media, I am there. The only place I don't think I am on social media probably would be Twitch.
Okay.
Oh, and you can literally use all those platforms to almost buy my books as well. And then there's ValineJ.com where you can actually go and purchase signed copies, where I actually have the book and I sign it personally to the customer and send it to them.
Right. Well, congratulations with that. Now,
I thank you so much.
I have one question. You know, I do burning questions.
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
This is a little different. It's a little different. It's not going to be you. First of all, you brought all the drama that we need for tonight, tomorrow, and next week. Yeah, with this book here, going through cell phones, breaking shit, fighting. You brought all the drama.
Wait till you get to the end and find out what you really do. You're going to be like, bro. Valine.
Now, okay, so now we here. Does this come from, is this channeled for some real life experiences?
Lord, this question is, I need to put this question on my forehead. I am a observant person. Mm-hmm. Literally, I'm a person that outgoing when it comes to my journalism and being an author. I get to use my voice and I'm just out there in those aspects. As far as in person, I'm nowhere near shy. But if I don't know you, I want to be more reserved. And I'm a person that I do take notice of my surroundings. And so one day I went to college. Not one day I went to college. Jesus. One day I was at college and they had a comedy show. And there was this comic and he said, if you went through something, and you think you're the only person in the world that went through it, you're not that special. And so that is so true. And from family members to people, from strangers, from some of the groups that I'm in online, I've encountered people that said, don't nobody understand what I'm going through. Or I know I'm the only person that's going through this. And I hear it so much. And so many women I know have had a storyline or men that have dealt with these type of characters or situations. I want to say, when you put a book together, there's all of that. So I literally had somebody call me and say, literally, you wrote my life. Just
well, I mean,
I don't really know you personally. So I think I'll take it as a compliment, actually, because if you read throughout the book, there are quotes and thoughts and different feelings that these characters go through. I'm in nobody's body but my own, so I can't speak for 7 different people. That's virtually impossible. I can't be in 7 different people's heads or thoughts.
Right.
So it's literally just a representation of saying you're not the only one, and literally in a sense to kind of, honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. There's so many wholeheartedly deeper meanings than what's at the surface within this book. From mental health to verbal abuse to physical abuse, emotional abuse. What happens when you have childhood issues that you do not address? Alcoholism, drug use, past, what basically bad decisions can lead to. It's literally deeper than just a baby mama, baby daddy girlfriend drama.
Right.
And that's literally kind of, it's urban, but I really want people to know, like, I'm big on mental health. Like, as adults, if we don't communicate effectively, it creates so many problems.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing, communication. I don't understand, but people, you got to get that communication on point. And if you are with somebody and y'all not communicating properly, it's only going to escalate to some more issues and some more drama and some more this and some more that. So communication is key.
That,
It really is.
so yeah, that's where that comes from. That's where the love on thin ice series stems from, being just paying attention and literally speaking on basically worldly issues with a relatable storyline.
Mm. All right. Well, I need to get into this burning question so we can get out of here.
Ooh.
Now it's totally different. I mean, this book that you got fits so perfect and so well with, some of the things that we were speaking about in the past. Because, our mind was a little distorted, was a little off. We didn't know who we were, just like some of the characters in your book. Um, I'm just speaking from some experiences. Like, I could relate to some of those characters depending on who it is. Like, oh, it's real. But we evolve and, we're in a different level now. So I want to talk about, life after death. We just gonna go in a whole different direction. So
Life after what?
life after death.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think happens when someone leaves this earth? Do you think that they stay stuck where they're at? Do you think that they get a second chance to do it over? Do you think that if someone did not live the best life at all, are they forced to go ahead and hit the reset button and redo it all over again? So, what do you think
I mean,
happens?
it is based on the person that, like the people that are left behind, or the person that's actually deceased.
I'm sorry, say it again.
It is based on the people that are left behind, or the person that's deceased.
The person that is deceased, yeah.
Honestly, my belief is that when someone passes,
Hmm.
pass. Um, I don't know if you want me to get deep, because a lot of people do not know that I really have a big spiritual, like my faith is really big,
Hmm.
and like I get into it, and I'm really working on growing in my faith, in my spiritual realm.
Hmm.
And one thing that I know is that our bodies are just vessels. It's a spirit that really, the soul is actually in our body, that actually is what's here. So these are not our bodies. It's like they're just loners. It's the soul that really is alive. And so basically, when a person passes, it's just like you become it's a disconnect, because you're used to seeing that shell, you're used to seeing that face, you're used to seeing that person's personality, when in
Hmm.
all aspects, they're still with you. Like, what I don't do, I try my best to not, because everybody deals with grief differently. So when I know people that are dealing with grief,
Hmm.
I dance around it. I don't, because I don't know how you're dealing with it. Some people are super sensitive. Some people get angry. Some people get violent. Some people, they just shrug it off.
Hmm.
But I do believe that I said it yesterday. I read a post and a guy said, since my mother died, I just feel like I'm just here. I have no purpose. And I'm just like, your mother, she's not physically here, but I really want to tell this young man, like, your mom is still watching over you. She's still cheering for you. Like, she feels that that's my baby. Like, Lord, I want my baby to get it together. Like, show me grandbaby. Like, show me going to the man that I know that you can be.
Hmm.
Like, I believe in stuff like that. No, the body is not actually here. No, they're not still in the room that you used to go in and see them. Yes, there's a disconnect with you physically seeing them,
Hmm.
but they're still here. But it takes realizing that the body is only being occupied by a soul and a mature mindset to understand that they are still here.
Hmm. Okay.
But that's just me.
No, I mean that makes sense. That's what I wanted to hear. I wanted to hear something along those lines. And I'm just so curious. You know how some people, they don't live a healthy life. They might do some things to people. They might have had a rough upcoming. People who commit crimes, murders, all types of stuff. I'm just kind of curious as far as what happens to them when it's done based on the actions that they created here on Earth. Would those individuals have to go ahead and hit the reset button and be forced to come back and redo it all over again versus somebody who may have been, you know, I want to say saved, if that makes sense.
No, it makes sense. I
They,
believe in spirits. I believe in souls. Like if somebody is pregnant, and like when I was pregnant with my daughter, my stepdad, sorry to go, he ended up passing while I was pregnant. And they said when one goes out, one's coming in. Like I really believe that. And certain souls are reincarnated in different people. Like they're that person, but a part of their soul is in that person too. Like I believe a little bit of my grandmother is in my daughter, and it just turns to what she does. Like me, I'm not a modest person. Like I listen, baby, I'm a thick girl, but look, hey, if some cleavage is showing, it's just showing. That's just me. My daughter, though she's a toddler, she is a very modest individual. Like I tried to put her on a little kitty crop top. She said, "Oh no, ma'am!" Like she kept pulling at a shirt. Like she would not stop pulling at that shirt. And so I put her on like a full shirt. Like she don't play those games. Like she'll wear shorts, but like anything that's too revealing, she don't like it. Like I have to tell her, like, okay, look, if we're at home, it's okay. You're in your pull up, that's cool. But anywhere else, like you know how some kids they no. And I know that's my grandmother because my grandma she didn't play that. Like my grandma used to tell me, like, when I was married to a granddad, we had sex one way, and I always kept my top half on. That's how my grandmother's house modest is. That's how she was.
Okay. Well.
So I just believe spirits kind of souls get reincarnated in people in different ways, and spirits for sure. Because some stuff that you see people doing, I don't believe like you said, like you said, somebody they committed a crime. Like what happens to that person?
Right.
Sometimes I feel like some people still their spirits still be so bad that they travel to other people, or I just call them demons, honestly. For example, I was in Miami and I knew chills went over me because I knew it was a demon in his body. But if you're not religious, you just probably think I'm just crazy. But this black guy went up to a group of white officers outside of Walmart and said, "Oh, y'all don't see me? Oh, y'all don't see me?" And literally started, he kicked the side mirrors off their cars. You know what cops are doing to our black men nowadays. How some of them do not make it home. The quickest way to die is to go and start messing with one of them. And he went to attack all of them and said, "Oh, I bet y'all won't kill me now." And I just was standing there like, oh my God, like this is not this man. Like, Lord, please don't let me see this man in front of me. Because that's not even him. Because literally you know it wasn't him. Because if he wanted to die on spot, all they had to do was hit one of them. But he went to target their car instead. So it was saying a part of him that was still him really didn't want to do it. But the demonic side and the spirit that was in him was so badass that he wanted to stir up some type of shit. I told my friend, "You laughing? It's funny, but it's scary because I know that wasn't him. It wasn't. I don't even know him, but I just know that wasn't him. But whoever the spirit was in him, he wanted him to die. But the part of him that wanted him to live was still just was like, nah, I don't want this."
That's some deep stuff right there.
Luckily, they didn't beat him. They just arrested him.
Well, thank God for that.
Yes. But that's my viewpoint. I know I probably was long-winded. I'm sorry.
No, that is cool. You brought us right up to where we need to be. I just want to say thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate you. Any last thing that you want to go ahead and leave us with?
Well, Follow me on social media at Author Valley Day. Order my book. Hit me get my DM. Or no, I'm lying. Don't hit me with my DM. But seriously, follow me. Follow me.
Oh my goodness.
You would get ignored. I'm serious. I would ignore the hell out of you. Follow me on social media at Author Valley Day on all platforms. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out my podcast. And most importantly, check out my books, my children's books, adult books. And now you can send me a DM on that saying, hey, I did order your book and I think it's great or here's the review that I did. And I post it and I share it. I welcome all positive support. And I thank you so much for having me. You are a great person. And as I said before, and I said again, I truly thank you for what you do. And I thank you for having me.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And we will definitely be in touch. Take care and keep doing the thing. All right. Take care now.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right, y'all. There you have it. That was Miss Bolleen Jackson, all the way from Alabama, doing her thing with her new book, Love on Thin Ice 2 Exposed. I want to say thank you all so much for joining. Everyone out there who supported, people out there on Facebook. I seen Alex come through all the way from Puerto Rico on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. I saw Honestly Vegan out there on TikTok. Um, so many people. Mo Raz Beats was on Instagram, Twitter, D Live, people on Twitch. Thank you so much. Please like, comment, share, tag your friends, hit that replay. Definitely appreciate you. And I want to thank my executive producer, my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, for allowing me to come out here and give y'all this Reading Between the Lines show one more time in life. Tomorrow, 10 p.m., right here, 411 Podcast. We got Regina, Honestly Vegan, coming in. And I was sipping on Sun Goddess wine, Pinot Grigio, Ramato, by the Queen of Hip Hop Soul, Miss Mary J. Blige. Listen, I didn't even finish my glass. If I had finished this glass, this would have been a problem tonight. It's off the chain. Y'all go ahead and check out this Sun Goddess wine. Definitely will get you right where you need to be. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 10. 411. Take care, y'all. Have a good night. Good night. Good night.